Hello everyone, so today's video I wanted to do a updated brow routine. I've only ever done one I think on my channel, which I'll link down below in case you want to check it out. I do my eyebrows completely different now. They take me so much longer, but I love the end result so much more. Yeah, I've used some new products as well that I haven't shared on my channel yet. So it's pretty easy, it's just a little bit more time consuming. And I feel like no matter what brow shape you've got, this is a technique that I think would work for absolutely anybody. And I just love how I feel like it frames my face. Some people might think that it'll look a little bit dark for my hair, or you know, all that kind of stuff. But to be honest, I love them. I love how they turned out. So if you want to find out how I do my brows, then please just keep watching. Okay, so these are what my eyebrows look like with no product on. I haven't even brushed them through. They're fairly full-ish. I have not been plucking them as much, and I haven't been trimming them as much as I normally do. I just wanted to kind of leave them just to grow them out because I like more like thicker, fuller brows. I mean, to be honest, they look different like every single day. They never look the same, and sometimes I do them and absolutely love them, sometimes I do them and just don't like them as much, but you know, it is what it is. So even if you've got really sparse eyebrows or if you've got really full eyebrows, I would always recommend just giving them a quick brush through, just so you can see like their natural shape, decide what you want to do with them. If I'm going for a heavier eye, I tend to do a bit more of a bolder brow just to help balance it out. But I think eyebrows are so important in like balancing out your whole like face. So these are the only eyebrow products that I have. They're the only eyebrow products that I'm currently using at the moment. I have 3 different things that I use to fill in my eyebrows, and then I always use the same thing to kind of set them in place. I've got the Freedom Duo Brow Powder in the colour Taupe or Taupe. I've actually done, I think my last eyebrow routine video I was using this. I don't really use it as much anymore unless I'm going for a really, really quick, like super natural look, which is rare. And then I have the Benefit Brow, which is in the colour 2. I've lost the brush that comes with it, which to be honest was actually quite a good brush, so I'm a bit gutted about that, but there we go. This is like a really thick like pomade. I like it, however I personally find that when I use it my like eyebrow hairs seem to like come off. I don't know if it's because of the harshness of the product or if it's the ingredients in it, I'm not too sure. I still do use it, it's not anything like major, but I just don't find myself reaching for it that often. And then the final product I use, the MAC Pro Long Wear Fluid Line in the colour Dip Down. This is actually a gel liner. It's a brown, I mean it looks super dark on camera. That's the colour there. So it's like this like really rich chocolatey brown. I saw P. Louise talk about this in a couple of her tutorials, and she like swore by it as like a really good eyebrow product. So I did pick it up and I love it. And the way I use it, you can do it really bold, or you can shear out the product with something else to make it a lot lighter, so it works a lot better. So yeah, I absolutely love it, and this is actually what I'm going to be using today to fill in my brows. And then I always set it with the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper. I think this is in like brunette, maybe light brunette or something, but it's just like a brow gel thing, and yeah, I really do like it. Okay, so like I said, these are what my eyebrows look like naturally. All I do is I have like the surface of any product. I always make sure that it is clean. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is carve a line under my brow just as a guide. So I'm going to use some of the P. Louise base. Absolutely love this product. I'm so excited for the new shades that are going to be coming out. And also this is the 10ml bottle, but she is actually coming out with 15ml bottles, I believe. So you don't need a ton of product. I mean, that amount should be enough to carve and also to kind of put all over my eyes as my eyeshadow primer. I just have this like flat, quite thin eyeshadow brush. It's just like a smudger brush. This brush is perfect for this, I think. So I'm actually going to go ahead with this one. So you just want to don't be like worried to use this product because it honestly is so, like, it doesn't dry down too quick, which is definitely the issue I had with something like MAC Selects Cover Up. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is draw a line between my eyebrows. And the reason why I do this is because then when I go ahead and make my carving, like from the line, it can be as even as possible. I mean, you know, it doesn't make a huge difference. It's not like my eyebrows, you know, I've got one down here and one up here, but I just find it a useful like start point. So I just go ahead and just draw a line between my eyebrows. And that way I can see where I want them to start, and I do blend this in at the end, so this won't dry down. Like, I'll easily be able to move it, and that is why I love this concealer. So I'm not going to be able to talk much while I'm doing this, but basically what I'm going to do is just go straight under my eyebrow. So I'm going to pretty much go from where the hairs start at the bottom here, but go straight across. So I will be adding a little bit more underneath, like this part of my brow. And then when I get to where the hairs start to go down, I will just kind of follow the shape. So it'll be easier for you to see. It's a bit more difficult to explain. So rather than me going like straight up to there and then curling round, I've just gone straight down. Now I do kind of go ahead and smooth it out and fix it a little bit once I've done the other side. But that is all I do to begin. So as you can see, my brow looks like it's going to be very full, but as I said, I will bring it up. If I'm just like going to work, or, you know, like I'm not going out or anything like that, then I don't always do all these steps. But, you know, to be honest, I do like to spend a little bit longer doing my brows. So once I've kind of roughly got the guide, I always find that this eyebrow turns out better than that one at first. But as you can see it a lot better here. So I've kind of gone up, followed it, but then gone round where my eyebrow naturally starts to go around. Whereas on this side, I haven't, the line doesn't go up as much. So it's very easily fixed with this product. So once I'm happy, I just blend the product down just a little bit, just very gently. And it's just because then once I start filling in my eyebrows, as I fill them in, I do like to brush them through a lot. And I find if I don't blend down the product, sometimes it will get in the spoolie, and when I'm brushing, I'll end up with like concealer in my brows, which is a bit more difficult to fix. And I just make sure all this down here is blended. I make sure that I've got a nice straight line here so I can extend my brow down however long I want. And if you haven't like plucked your eyebrows in a while, then this product is really good for kind of like hiding hairs. So on the same container, I'm going to take some of Ingot's Duraline. This is such a versatile product. I absolutely love it, and I've used this, I can't even tell you how many times I've used it, so many times, and you wouldn't even know that I'd used it. Like, it's insane. All I do is take the container, and I don't even put a drop, I just like touch the container, obviously make sure it's clean, so you can't even really see it, there's a dollop of it right there, and you only need a little bit, not a lot at all. And then the brush I use to fill in my eyebrows is the MAC 263. This is the thinnest and like most densely packed eyebrow brush, where it's, you know, soft enough so that you can do it, but it's dense enough where like you get a good payoff of product. So all I do is very gently saturate probably the bottom third of the brush in the Duraline. So you, like I said, you really don't need a lot of this product. And then I take my dip down fluid line and just dip the end of the brush into a little bit of the product. And again, I've used this product countless amounts of time, and it's going to take me a really long time to go through that, especially with mixing it with the Duraline. And then make sure you don't do this where the Duraline is on the container, but I just very gently press the product in, just so it kind of covers the brush on both sides. It really flattens the brush down as well. But you can see how light the product looks. So it's not like too harsh. And the more Duraline you mix with it, the more like liquidy and sheer the product is. So I'll do this brow first. Then all I do is you start at the front and I just create little hairline strokes. And you can already see the difference that's making. Just keep picking up more product. And I don't worry too much about it looking neat at first. I just want to start to generally fill in the shape. Just very light. And as you can tell, where I've done it there, it doesn't look like a completely different colour to my eyebrow at all. Like, I wouldn't say that you can't tell I've done it, but it's not harsh enough where, you know, sometimes I feel like with my hair colour it can be really difficult to find a good eyebrow product, and I think if I had lighter eyebrows then this might not work, or you just have to shear out the product a lot more. So when I get to this point, I don't fill in that kind of this bottom bit here yet. I just want to start to get the tail of my brow in, so I just very gently brush it down. I don't like this part to look too harsh because I just think it, you know, when you, because I do my eyebrows first, I find that it's, when you're trying to like put your foundation on, it can look too harsh and you end up with a big gap. Whereas I feel like if you kind of just feather it down a bit more when you're putting your foundation on, it's a lot easier. I get asked quite a lot as to why I do my eyebrows first and why I do like my eyeshadow first. And the reason why I do it like that is because I like to really take my time doing my eyes and my eyebrows and things like that. And I feel like if I do my foundation, like when my hands like resting on my face, or if I have to wipe any fallout away, like I don't want to ruin my foundation, and I would rather be happy with my eyes and then finish off my face, because the amount of times I've started doing my eyeshadow and not liked it, taken it off and started again. If you've got like a full face of makeup on and you're trying to do your eyes, if you don't like it, then you have to take off a big layer, and it's hard once you've got like powder and everything on to try and fix it. I mean, unless I'm doing a super natural look, I'll always do my like eyebrows and then my eyes. So you could pretty much stop here. This is, you know, a lot more of a natural look. I just like to brush the product through just very, very gently. I just find that you don't need too much. I do just want to fill in a little bit more at the bottom just so it doesn't look as gappy, but as I said, you know, you could stop there. And I feel like I said, it's not like you can't tell I haven't done it, but it just doesn't look like really harsh. So I just like to go straight across the bottom just so you've got that defining line, and then you can brush the product up. So for me, I feel like that's like the perfect size. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. It frames my eye nicely. Really good thing about the P. Louise base is now what you can do is just, you know, I don't put any additional product onto the brush. You just kind of want to reinforce the line underneath. If you feel like you haven't gone all the way, like the brow product hasn't gone all the way to the line, you just kind of mesh them together. And it makes your eyebrows stand out so much more without it looking like super harsh. So that's one I've done. I'm gonna really quickly speed up the other one just so this video is not super long like it already is. Why do I feel like I linger between the words to say the words to remember. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. So once my eyebrows are all finished, as I said, I'm going to blend out this line that is in between my brows, and I just kind of use it just to give them a bit more shape at the front. I don't want them to look like box brows, but I just blend it, and then foundation will just blend right over it, and you won't have any harsh edges whatsoever. So that is how I fill them out. I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup, and then I will come back at the end, finish them off and show you how I use the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper. So I will be back once I've got all my makeup on. So I have finished all my makeup now. If you want me to film a video on this look, then I definitely can do that. But I really wanted to finish off my eyebrow video. So I'm actually going to zoom you back in. Okay, so once all my makeup is done, this is always the last thing that I do. I take the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper and I just kind of wipe off like the majority of the product, and then I just brush my brows up and kind of to the side. And I know this is like a really kind of unnecessary step, but I just feel like it really completes the brows, and it just makes them look a little bit more natural and a little bit more like feathery rather than looking like one block. So, and you can kind of blend them into the areas where, you know, you don't really have brows. And I find that doing my eyebrows like this, I really don't need to like trim them anymore, because I can control how they look a little bit more. So yeah, that is my brows all done. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really want to start getting back into filming like more makeup style videos. I miss doing them so much, and I've got quite a few newish products that I haven't shared on my channel before, products that I'm really liking. So yeah, so make sure you give this video a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell. YouTube's making a lot of changes, and I'm fairly sure that my videos might not pop up in everyone's subscription boxes anymore, but if you click that bell then you will be notified as soon as I upload. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!